The following segments are based off an idea we did not come up with. We really enjoyed the idea and thought it would be fun to use as a way to introduce the various people and groups in the esports program at Colorado College. This idea consists of asking our esports members a series of questions while they eat progressively hotter chicken nuggets. Enjoy.
Also, at some point within these next 3 nuggets, I'm going to start getting hiccups.
Wonderful.
I'm Ryan, I'm a freshman, and I am a player for the League of Legends team.
I'm Riley, I'm a junior, and I'm the captain of the League of Legends team.
I'm Caroline. I'm the team manager for the league team. Yeah.
You're great.
I am a senior.
To a general audience, how would you explain esports? And what were your
And what is your experience like at CC? I didn't know we had an esports program here until the beginning of my junior year, which was last year. And at the time I was really intimidated because there's like a culture around esports being very male dominated, and I was like really nervous and I wanted to go check out the League of Legends practice, and that was like the scariest moment of my entire life. I like walked into this room with a bunch of like nerdy boys playing video games, and I was like, this is really cool, but also like I'm never gonna be able to be a part of it. Flash forward 1 year, here I am. But I think it's been a lot more than I thought it was. Like, I think the esports scene is a lot larger on college campuses than I would have thought. We've really built it up to be like basically a Division III sport at our school.
For me, like, esports is, like, as a participant, it's about developing a good team and like good relationships with your teammates, and it's about winning. Mostly about winning. Like, in the more broad sense of the word, like, esports is sort of, to me at least, it's a culmination of 2 things that I really enjoy, which is like, obviously I like playing video games, and it's a lot of storytelling, honestly. I mean, like, as a viewer, it comes down to, like, you know, you follow teams, you follow your favorite players, and you know, you're sort of an active participant in this thing that's happening, and it's like, it's always a story that's like sort of unfolding in front of you, and so that's what I think about when I think about esports.
For me, esports has been a big part of my life for the past like 3 years, since I've been playing it competitively that entire time. And I was actually I would jump from organization to organization, just whichever one offered the best opportunity. And it honestly made me really happy seeing that CC had a team, because it would allow me to not only try out in a like real world setting of an esports community, but also be a part of something like my college. And so to me, esports as a whole can work as not only a competitive environment, but it can lead to more opportunities, and it can also lead to just a bunch of cool friends that you could just play League with.
Okay, we're going to use the whiteboards now.
Oh, right, we have whiteboards.
And what we're going to do, if you could please describe the lane that you play as best you can, I'd much appreciate it.
Okay, this is the worst.
What do you draw? Yeah, look at that. What is that?
That's supposed to be the map.
So I play a position called AD carry, also known as bot lane, also known as marksman, also known as, that's all I can think of right now.
APK.
No. So the basis of all of it's probably the most similar group of champions in the entire game, in the sense that like all of the characters that play that role are like have a long range projectile-esque weapon. So here's a gun, here's an arrow, here's a feather, here's a Callista spear. Basically your goal in the game is to deal as much damage as possible from as far away as possible, because most of the AD carry characters have very little mobility and have very little health. So you're kind of just there like clicking people, but also like running away from people. And then, also these, I drew little minions, because big part of the AD carry role is to farm minions, because you need to get gold so you can get items, so you can get stronger, because without items you suck. So you have to like kill minions. So that's why I drew them, so I could kill them.
So I drew this.
Crazy.
As you can see, there's two people on each side, and they're both wearing wizard hats that I drew to the best of my ability. And here I am in the middle lane, in the center of the map. And I don't know. I drew it because the characters that go mid tend to be like mages, I guess. And so you're like tossing out spells, and then you got these little dudes here. Those are the minions, and they're like running down.
You also drew minions? Oh my god, twins.
And yeah, I don't know. We're just wizards, I guess. I don't know.
So for mine, since I saw where she was going with hers, is my interpretation of ADC. We have their whole team. We have their whole team right here. And then there's me with my little bow and arrow.
Aww, are you Ash?
And their whole team's trying to kill me. Because that's literally the role of the enemy team. So they'll just doggy pile you every time. You don't win the game. You don't get to play. And then here's my support saying, oops, my ADC is dead. Because supports like to sit back, and when you die, it's your fault. So.
True. I feel like I hear this word the most while playing League. So if you could please explain to me what it means to be boosted, and what boosting might be, I'd appreciate it.
Is it against the rules to add more sauce?
Come on, dude.
It-
Why are
it
you
is.
flexing?
Two more groups.
This one's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one's a classic. There are a lot of words that people use in League that make zero sense.
Boosted isn't one of them.
So boosting means, like, let's say you're a bronze player and you have a friend that's a diamond player. And you're like, but what if my diamond friend played on my bronze account against other bronze people and just like beat them all the time? That would be called boosting, and it's illegal in the game. So basically people use the word boosted to characterize people who they think are really bad because they don't think they deserve the rank that they are currently in.
You know, when you're playing at Diamond and you run into a teammate that you think would be more comfortable in Silver or something, you might let them know like, hey, like you're boosted, and you might, I mean, just out of curiosity, just ask them a question like how much does this account cost? I'm just trying to get a feel for the prices on the market today because I know you bought it. 100% you purchased this account. So that's what being boosted is about.
It definitely sucks in high elo when you play versus people that are actually boosted and you're not being toxic, because it's just a free win for the enemy team every time, and it's fairly obvious because they'll have KDAs that are like 16-2, and then randomly out of nowhere they're just 0-10 every single game.
Basically, boosting doesn't really help anyone. It makes everyone sad, so don't do that.
Okay, so as League of Legends players, for you guys, what makes League a good game, and would you still consider it a good game if it wasn't as popular?
I hate this sauce.
This is my favorite. This is like one of my favorites.
Really? The two middle sauces are my least favorite.
Honestly, at this point, I'm just in it for the long haul because I've invested so much time into it.
That's called the sunk cost fallacy.
Hey, I make progress. I'm climbing one rank every year. We hit Grandmaster this season. This is what we would do. So to me, I mean, the game's fun occasionally sometimes, you know? But I just feel like now I kind of put a lot into it that I just want to be the best that you could be at it. And I mean, now it's also a job for me, so.
It isn't a good game. It's bad. I don't recommend it to my friends anymore. But I got into it because I thought it was really fun a couple years ago for sure. I think it's really addicting, and like when you first step into the game, there's sort of like a sense of wonderment. You're like, what are all these characters doing? Like there's a giant like ice bird looking thing, like that's kind of cool. Like I don't know what's going on. And you know, you're curious about the game and you want to learn more, but like it's addicting because like you can express your skill in a lot of different ways, and like it feels really nice to like outplay somebody or like basically just best other people in a game. It's fun and it's really competitive, but yeah.
I feel like the complete opposite. I think when I first started playing League, I wanted to quit all the time. It was only because I had a friend that like really played League. So I think it's really hard to get into the game because if you've never played a MOBA before, or you just like don't play a lot of video games in general, it's really intimidating because each character has like 4+ abilities and like 6 items and like so many things that you have to learn that makes 0 sense. And then like the community is pretty toxic. It makes you not want to play. But after like a few months, I like really started to love the game because I feel like, which sucks because I want other people to play it, but I don't want to be like, hey, do you want to like waste like 4 months of your life and like just be really sad all the time just so you can enjoy this game? But I really started loving it after a while because I like really appreciated how high the skill ceiling of the game is, and like how like watching pro players, and like I'm really invested in the esports scene of League of Legends. And I just think it's built like a really cool world around it. And yeah, I think it's an amazing game. I think it's very smart and also like is a good mixture of like micro and macro knowledge. But it's really hard to get into. It's not something you just pick up and play with your friends, which is what most games I think are like Overwatch or like Smash, or like especially Smash, but League is not like that.
If you could transfer the skill that you've accumulated in League to another game, would you, and what game would it be?
I also don't like this one, so.
I don't know if I would switch.
Yeah, me either.
It's just I'm so good at the micro of League of Legends that I feel like my skill set doesn't fit into anything else because I'm able to very quickly think on my feet and without my team. And every other game is kind of very the opposite. Like shooters, sure, you don't always rely on your team, but it's a lot more than just micro. Like you have to focus on major objectives. So
Why don't you play Dota?
Dota's worse than League. I don't know if I would switch. I think League of Legends is like, at least right now, it's the most popular and like the most viable esport. So if like you're gonna be super competitive in a game, that's kind of the place to be. But I've always been really interested in like CSGO. So if I had to pick one, I think it would be either CSGO because I like CSGO, I think it's fun, or like, I think fighter games are like really cool. I think fighting games are, they're like one of the purest like expressions of skill in a video game because it's just you and one other person, and like there's really not that many other variables, and so it would either be like CS:GO or some fighting game like Smash, or I think the Dragon Ball game is like really popular right now. So
What?
yeah.
I'm not really good at video games, so if I converted my skills somewhere else, I would also not be good at that video game, but whatever. Let's say I'm really good at video games. I feel like being really good at Rocket League would be so cool. I've tried to play Rocket League. I don't understand how people can keep the ball in the air for longer than like 5 seconds. Like, how is it that like the timer stops and then as long as the ball is in the air, it's still in play, right? Like, I'm like, that's cool, except for I'm never gonna hit the ball while it's in the air. Like, people are like jumping off the side of the wall and like hitting the ball. I just think it's super impressive, because you have to have like a really good like sense of space and
geography.
Rocket League would be really cool to be good at.
Are there any other hobbies you do outside of League, or what do you do for like fun?
Oh, you're right. This looks like it's gonna be gross.
It's really good, but really spicy.
It's one of those ones that creeps up on you too. Like,
Yep, I'm ready for it.
you get to taste it and then it punishes you.
I like that though. I like being able to taste it.
The spice is gonna kill me in like probably like 30 seconds.
I know. I remember I ate this and a little bit of the second to last one, and I was walking over to Warner, and I called Josh and I was like, it just hit me and it really hurt.
For hobbies, I have far too many. I can crochet, I can
my God.
sew, I can
I love
pick
that.
locks, I do butterfly knife tricks,
I also used to
I
do
can
butterfly
do
knife tricks.
special effects makeup.
Riley sings, so
Yeah, I actually didn't think about that until you mentioned it.
I didn't know until like 2 days ago.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I do singing things. That's sort of one of my other hobbies. I'm like the co-president of one of the a cappella groups here. And then I like writing. It's not something that I do like super often, but it's like one of my strengths. It's something that I'm hoping to like move on as like a career. I think it'd be really great to like write on TV shows for a living, or like be like a successful screenplay writer. I'd be really down with that.
recently I've just been painting a lot. I'm an art major, if you didn't already know. And I'm currently working on my thesis. It's kind of lame though, because people like see my art and they're like, oh my god, that's so good, like what are you majoring in? And I hate saying art because like some people are like really good at art but like are a science major and like they're gonna go places in life, and then there's me. I've been really getting into like the idea of being a video game concept artist or illustrator. That's like my dream job right now.
I love that for you, honestly. That would be supreme.
I would love that. Either that, there's three, that, or being a storybook or graphic novel illustrator, or third one, I'm really into anatomy, so being a medical illustrator would be also super awesome. But basically all I do in life is play video games, paint, and study anatomy. I don't do anything else. I weave sometimes. I can weave. I do that.
Now we're gonna use the whiteboards again.
Oh!
And instead of drawing your role, you're just gonna draw your favorite champion and explain to me why they're your favorite.
Oh my god.
champion.
Oh god.
Hedonist #1. What a great sauce.
That's what it's called?
Uh-huh.
I don't like it. Make it go away.
I like it, but I'm not gonna like it in
Yeah.
a second.
This is
I think Riley's gonna have to go first. Are you done? Is this done?
like I don't know what to do to it. Like
I don't know what it is.
I know, only because I know Riley.
Oh wait, I do know it.
That's not what she looks like.
so this is So this is supposed to be Cassiopeia. You should put some like I'll hold it like here, right? And then you'll put the like champion art like right
She looks
here.
nothing like
She
that, by
doesn't-
the way.
Well,
Nothing.
it's
Where's
this
her
is-
headpiece?
This is sort of like a worm person. Yeah, am I supposed to describe anything? She's like my most recent favorite character. I don't know. She's just a lot of fun. She has a lot of like skill expression, I feel like, and she's a lot of fun, and like I don't know. I feel like I can pull off a lot of like 1 versus 3 and like 1 versus 4 like nutty things, and it's like it's exciting.
You want me to go next?
Is that
Sure.
is that Lucian?
Can I like try to draw Cassiopeia? This is like
Yeah, please do.
What's his name? My name's Ezreal, but deep down in my heart, I'm still a Vayne one trick.
You are. I've never seen your vein.
Vayne is probably my best champion. I just don't play her because she's not meta. And so, I mean, competitive play doesn't let you do anything that's not meta anymore, which is sad. But yeah, we have true damage because that's all Vayne's known
Don't
for.
switch it up.
Same with her invisibility, her crossbow, and then I don't know how to draw a ponytail, but I tried my best. And then she got like these weird little goggles on.
I don't know if this is my favorite champion, but I think Akali is the most beautiful champion in the entire game. I don't think I found anyone that disagrees that Akali is the hottest champion in the entire game. And she's just super cool. I just want to be her. She has, I don't know what any of these are called. I think she has a kunai, which is like a
Yeah.
dagger, and then she has
A combo.
and she does really cool things, okay? She has really cool abilities.
Do you have any expectations, or I guess like what do you want from CC Esports before you graduate? What do you want to happen, or what are you striving for?
How do you cheers
You
nuggets?
just go like this. I didn't eat the side with the dab. I didn't eat the side with the dab.
We both just ate the whole thing.
This is a really, really far-fetched dream. but I want to see everyone on my team hit honor level 3. Because in League, there's the honor system, which basically is you get a ranking for like how respectful you are towards other players. People who are good at League are notorious for being pretty toxic. We've had a few examples on our team, and I just want them to be better people. I know you guys are not the problem.
I was gonna say I've been honor level 5 every season.
Also, I just want to win everything, because I think we can.
I want to see the league team specifically like continue to grow. This year we have like a lot of talent. I don't know what next year looks like. I don't know what the year after that looks like, and so like hopefully continuing to like produce good talent and like have a strong team that we can show up with. I think esports is becoming more and more like this national conversation. It's becoming sort of like, it's becoming more of a thing, and you can see it's like reflected in sort of like all these investments that are being made and yada yada. And I think for me it's important to like see this program sort of solidify and like make sure that when I leave, the league team will be in good hands and like it'll continue to exist. And like being able to do whatever I can to like promote a sense of like, I'd say like a sense of community amongst like the people who are involved in esports here, and a sense of like being in things together. And yeah,
Is the sauce finally getting to you?
it's hot. I mean, it's the last
Do you see
step.
this face? Like, it's hot.
I don't know. I just hope we can keep winning and keep growing as a team, because like you guys have said, we've improved a lot, especially with our jungler leaving. We had to step back and look at the situation, but everyone stepped forward. Support became the jungler, and old ADC became the support.
Shout out to Stefano. We miss you.
Okay, well, I mean, that's
really
that's it.
anticlimactic.
Are there any final comments?
Dota's a bad game, dying game. Overwatch is a dying game. ADC is a lot of fun. ADC players just like to whine. They've been whining since season 1, and they'll never stop.
Akali is uncontestedly the hottest champion in the game.
What else is really important to say? Flame is lame. Yeah, yeah. That's the most important one.
Okay, that's it.